So guys, it's the 16th of September and we're going to do something in Adelaide that has not been done anywhere in the world. Ever since Roe v. Wade was overturned, we've been seeing these tired Handmaid's Tales photos by pro-abortion activists. Like every time they want to bitch about Trump or there's a pro-life law that's been passed, they just get dressed in their Handmaid's Tale garb and they stand there with their signs saying abortion is healthcare and abortion is pro-women. And what they're essentially referring to is Margaret Atwood's book, which is about a dystopia. And every time I see one of those photos, it makes me so angry because I think, is there anything that could be more dystopian than injecting a baby with poison, inducing excruciating pain in them? You know, we don't even do this to animals or prisoners on death row, and yet we do it to babies. Is there anything more dystopian than killing a baby violently and then delivering them dead or in pieces, which is what happens with a dilation and evacuation abortion? And so, you know, today we're going to flip the script on this. We are heading to South Australian Parliament. I've asked some girls to join us. I think we've got about 10 young women who are going to be our Handmaid's Tale women, and we're going to have a big sign to expose what the true dystopia is. So I don't know how this is going to work out. I don't know whether we'll be, kicked out of the steps, whether the police will march us on, because this is like a message that you're not allowed to apparently say. Who knows, But we're going to go. Do you want to come and see what's going to happen next? So we're here today to tell the people of South Australia that this is the true dystopia. Abortion up to birth, injecting babies in the heart with poison, causing excruciating pain. This is what it means to be dystopic. And we are actually living in that dystopia now. Sarah, you're going to do something about this. What are you doing?
That's right. So tomorrow we're introducing a bill to hopefully save the lives of babies after 22 weeks and 6 days that are healthy. I mean, my personal view is that all babies have a right to live, but this is a big step in the right direction. And I think many of the South Australian public are going to be shocked about what you're saying. And I don't think that they understand that healthy babies of that age are being aborted in this state.
Yeah, when people realise that 79 healthy babies have been injected with poison into the heart moments before birth. These are babies who are perfectly healthy. Their mums are healthy.
Now, look, it is a small percentage. And I do want to just say this because I'm so disgusted actually about what I've heard in the media about it being a small percent of abortions at that stage, as though one death doesn't matter. There's sort of 79 deaths of these innocent babies, but it's only a small percentage. So what are we sort of really going on about? But I mean, if that was your child or your loved one, I mean, think about how devastating it is. They're actually being murdered in this state.
Yeah, absolutely. I am so sick of people saying this is rare.
Yes, it made me really angry as well to hear 1% of abortions or something like that. We're talking about 79 healthy lives, 79 lives that had a right to live and fulfill their potential.
Yeah, these are 79 babies older than 23 weeks who have been injected in the heart with poison. That's 3 reception classrooms that no longer exist because of this monstrous law, this dystopic law.
That's right. And I think we've been indoctrinated to sort of hear the word abortion and think that somehow this is really controversial and maybe, don't get involved, put your head in the sand. They're talking about something controversial. It's up to each woman. But I would really ask people to think about this. We're talking about healthy lives that are being murdered, for no good reason. It needs to stop in this state. And people need to think about it. They need to think about what's going on.
Absolutely. Why is it legal to kill healthy babies right up until birth in South Australia?
In such a barbaric way.
Yeah.
And we're asking people to think about what they've been told. We've been told, my body, my rights. But let's just think about that for a moment. If it's my body, my rights, but that involves the actual purposeful killing of another human being, we need to question actually, does that sit okay with us? Does that sit okay with our soul? And we're asking, fathers to step up and be involved in their children's lives. But we're saying you've got no right over the say of whether your baby lives or dies. It's just atrocious.
Yeah, it actually makes no sense.
It actually makes no sense.
Yeah.
I hate the phrase, my body, my right. If you just think about that for a minute, it actually makes no sense.
Yeah, my body, my rights, my body, my choice. There are 2 bodies, at a very basic level.
There are 2 bodies. What about the body of the baby?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Sarah. We really appreciate you. What's the response been from your parliamentary colleagues?
Look, there's a lot of, I think this is one of those ones that it's going to be really close. There's a lot of positive feedback. And of course, some people, I hope they're exposed, Jo.
Yeah, I hope they're exposed too. We need to show who these people are that think it's okay to inject babies in the heart with poison.
That's exactly it.
Yeah. Thanks, Sarah.
Thank you.
Yeah. I think, you know, for a lot of people, it's realizing that after the death of Charlie Kirk, we actually all have to be like Charlie. Like, it wasn't enough for it just to be him. We all need to be activists now, like for the things that he stood up for, like freedom of religion, country, for these babies, for biological reality, two genders. You know, we all kind of need to do this. So it's quite hard, I think, for especially like young Christian girls to go, I actually have to be like this too. But I think there's a massive wake-up call going on that we have to be Charlie now.